Get off that.
Oh,
You're listening to something now?
oh my god.
Okay, take your time.
Okay.
Calvin, take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Calvin, take your time. But anyways, uh, you know, I think we'll just rather to cancel my stream even when I'm gonna be sleeping this week because, uh, okay. So the reason why here is we're gonna have to keep streaming myself. So yeah. But anyways, so here's the reason why that I am going to be an announcement this time because I have to do the in-stream announcement for everyone because I'll decide to keep continuing and supporting my channel. And here's the reason why this is the most wanted person, which is Manny and Alberto Wesker, which is the most wanted person who mocked me just because he is kind of a bit racist. So here are the two most wanted racists who called me a robotic person last January 15. Cahal's mom just recently called me a robotic person, then the one suspect, Manny Wesker and the Alberto Wesker, who called me a robotic person. So the reason why when he was being called the most wanted suspects in the internet history. So what am I gonna say here? Because Nate just want me to stop arguing with them because I have to reason why the well I made the rant message because unfortunately because the rant message has been deleted and the reason why uh, I don't know what just happened. So yeah. But anyways, I guess we just have to figuring out since we don't need to be able to keep trolling them because I would rather to ignore them because we have to ignore the trolls because Commander Lau just recently making his most wanted person because according to that because we are currently to investigate the January 15 incident regarding with these two suspects and hopefully it does have to go to the attorney's office and then I think the two most wanted suspects are calling me a robotic person but the reason why it's called them a cyberbullying but I'm pretty sure I have to keep ignoring them because we know we have to ask UNICEF to supporting me, and I think when I think the two suspects will be arrested in jail for good, and we'll just have to keep for so yeah until we gonna be forgiving everyone, including also Aiko and all of them, because they're all members of the Pencils Redrawn. Listen, Aiko Kiku is now the member of the Missing Pencils because he is formerly known as the Bestie. So when Aiko would be forgiven and luckily one day we'll just have to be able to including also through everyone including Roll and everyone who have been mainly incidentally on January 21 stream. So my apologize to Roll or Pixel Octane who have been like doing my stream on my channel. So Roll, if you knew me, I'm sorry. Just please forgive me and I would rather to do it again ever. So the reason why if I'm gonna be able that what we'll have to able to do it this time. So the reason why my news duty is starting to air on Teleradio Servicio. But speaking of, I would also like to also watch the news also on Switch because not just because playing Nintendo games, but also we could watch on YouTube. But anyways, okay. Now I was mentioning before, right? So the reason why the reason why would just kind of bit happen around is um so I just reason why what happens about the Brian Loud who have been mocked and yeah the reason why Brian Loud would just been happen to steal his artwork because the reason why when Danny is currently to being able to fix their pro to well just wanted to block the social media channels, but no, I don't like that. But anyways, moving on to incidentally incidents that we moved on. So the last time we joined with Roll, Rich, and everyone, but unfortunately, Roll kicked out at the Octane's Tower server, and I do reason why what was happened is like Roll was being the good person, but he is now a bad guy, right? He is now a bad guy, and I don't know what just happened. So, also, the last time Sudo was banned his chat, including me and Kahal, it was not them. It was the Wesker's brothers' fault, okay? So the reason why being able to do it this time is we'll fix our problem. And then, until then, when Wesker brothers would be arrested, then we will try to forgive one day. So Kahal and I would be able to keep going and not to ignore the and keep to ignoring the trolls because all of the trolls are there because there are kind of bit scammers like the troll farms around in the Philippines who have been bashed me on social media, but I'm not bashing the pencils withdrawn, but I have to keep boycotting them because you know why? They're toxic and not family friendly group. Yeah, and I don't know what just happened. Also, the good news is I really wanted to. I I don't know, but the reason why what's gonna be able to do it this time is we're gonna fix our problem, and once incident has been solved, then the Wesker brothers would be arrested, and because he mocked me like trying his AI of me, and also Kaha like listen, Alberto and Manny Wesker are pedophile, and he is a bad person. And he is a dead meat. Okay, the reason why here is I don't like to be part of the besties about that. So Wesker brothers are very worstful, but I'm not mad at them because I have to ranting them and would just rather just have to boycotting the pencils redrawn. Listen, because I don't know what just happened because I don't like the pencils redrawn because the bad news is the pencils redrawn will stream tomorrow for their the Super Mario Jamboree Party Jamboree on the Twitch channel of Pencils Redrawn. So I don't know when it will happen this tomorrow because I don't like them. I don't freaking like them. Like the reason why if I'm gonna be able to do it is we have to try to be able to ignore the pencils redrawn and start streaming myself. Like okay, and then once the pencils redrawn would be declining to the followers by maybe 50 followers of that. So we'll just keep going to support my channel. When I think the pencils redrawn would be declining through followers and my channel will keep going if maybe we'll fix the January 15 issue about it. So the last time I recently flew here with the Cathay Pacific Boeing 777 300ER with me and Kahal, and I just recently saw Kahal's mom, which just called me a robotic person. But listen, I don't know what will happen to keep around, and we'll just have to try not to get mad about them, because they're bad guys. Because we have not just because to ignore the trolls, but we have to ignore the group as well. So what if the pencils redrawn would be disbanding for good if they would be able to do it this time to support my channel? We But anyways, now I guess here we're gonna keep going and then let's try to go somewhere else. So I have to. So, not just because. Well, listen, I have no idea when the pencils redrawn are supporting Donald Trump in this like 2025 U.S. presidential elections. Like I don't like Trump at all because listen, we are just have to keep rid of politics because there is no politics on Twitch. Okay, so the pencils redrawn are currently supported through Trump. So I have no idea. But anyways, let's keep it going and then let's try to find the SR3. So since SR3 is now in work, rework, I guess. Yeah. And also, I have no idea what we're able to do it this time. I should be able to try to keep somewhere else because of that. Um, so I guess let's see about it. Talha, let's see. So where is Commander Loud? There is Commander Loud. Commander Broboy. Alright. So Commander Broboy is like monitoring our group so to keep fighting against the trolls. So that's just the reason why we have to ignore the trolls, okay? But the reason is we have need to be calm and try not to get mad because we don't like to keep it mad about the about the group. So the reason why I'm supporting the LGBT, but well, the pencils are drawn are not being family friendly because of what they saying bad words and explicit. Yeah, because we have to end this because I don't want to keep this group like a toxic one. So hopefully Twitch will suspend the pencils are drawn if everyone would be a same thing. When I think we'll just have to not to feeding the trolls, okay? For good. But anyways, okay. So here's the thing. Well, I'm not gonna be able, but let's ignore the trolls such as the Wesker brothers and pencils are drawn until, well, the troll will be gone if will be forgiven to everyone, including also Aiko, Kiku, and all of them. So, if the reason why we're able to do it, including also, well, the reason why I don't like the pencils redrawn, because we don't like mocking them as a robotic person. So, I have to say because I don't like Batman at all, because Batman is a movie that based on DC Comics. So, the reason why here is I gotta be able to keep ignoring them for nothing.